Well, some of you might recognize this place. I'm just across the street from Royal Oak Shopping Center here, and I'm going to go over to Rithets Bog. I did that like a year ago. Actually, the last time I was here it was snowing, so I'm going to go check it out. A bog is a wet area, and after a 5-month drought, I just want to see how it's recovering now that we are getting a little bit of rain. I've got another fellow with me today. It's Daryl. He's been in one of our other videos before. And we're just going to go walk the bog. But I want to do the tunnel under the highway here. Never done it before. I thought it would be something fun to do, to go over to Rithets Bog through the tunnel down here. Huh. Should be interesting. And once you come through the tunnel, you come out here. So now we'll go down to the bog. So if you decide to go through the tunnel and come across, it's about a block away. Once you come out, you come down to Rithets Bog. This area, it's 42 hectares big, so it's a big piece of land. And it's great for wildlife viewing. There's lots of birds, and apparently there's lots of other little critters if you look out for them. You can see it's a pretty big area. But I don't think it's going to be too damp today because we haven't had any real rains yet. So I just want to come down and see how it's recovering after all that drought. So let's go. This path that goes around is about 2.8 kilometers. It's a great path to run on, walk on, watch for wildlife, and just enjoy the great outdoors. So that's what we're doing. So let's go for a little walk and see what we can find. We just walked down here, and you can see that this is Chatterton Way here. And you can see there's townhouses and that over there. But what a great place to live if you want to go for walks in the evening, because you got all these little paths that come in. And you can go and get your evening walk in. You can see that Rithets Bog was given to the people of Saanich by the Guinness family in 1994. That is the stout people. All right, let's go see if we can find anything interesting today. Oh, a few flowers left over. You're not supposed to feed the ducks here. It's always a good idea. I don't know if there's any ducks around. I don't know if there's any water in here yet. It's starting to green up though. All right, let's go and see what we can find in our 2.8 kilometer walk around the bog this morning. Now, this is normally underwater. You see all the cattails there? This is another entrance off Chatterton Way that comes down and gives you the information on the loop and everything. And you've got your sign here. So there's different areas you can come into the park. Well, you can wander in, and they've got all the information on here. Very interesting. You can look it up on the internet too, and it gives you all the history, complete history. I haven't seen any birds yet. Yeah, it's definitely dry in here. This is usually all flooded through here, and there's usually a bunch of ducks floating around here, but not right now. We still need some rain. There are lots of rest areas along the way when you're doing this walk. The sun's coming out now. It was a little dull when we first started. The sun's coming out now, so it looks quite nice. It is a huge area. Like I say, it's 42 hectares. I have no idea where Daryl went. He took off on a side trip somewhere. He went to check out and see where a little path went. Oh, here he comes. Thought I lost you. Well, we're about halfway around now, and you can see it opens up a bit more over here. It's just a beautiful place to come and do some bird watching. Saw a bunch of blue jays, but everything else, they're a little bit too fast for me. Now, this is an interesting part of the trail, is you actually come out into a housing area here where there's, I think, the townhouses here. And it's just a beautiful little area. But you walk through their place here and just go down and pick up the trail again as soon as you get out of this little area. It's part of Broadmead. When you're walking through this housing area here, they do a pretty good job of keeping these yards up in here, I'll tell you. It's just a beautiful little spot. And it actually is adds to the park, I think. Nice for these people just to walk across the street and walk out into the park. Well, now we're heading back in to the bog, and we just left the housing area here, and it got a real nice little bridge here. And the last time I was here, this was full of water, and this was full of ducks. But nope, not today. Oh, a little damp over there from the little bit of rain we have had. But no, Haven't seen a duck yet today. Nice bridge though. Well, we're a little bit better than 3/4 of the way now. And back in residential, back in some more Broadmead houses. But they've got this right across the street to look at. From this side, you get to see how big this really is. Where on the other side, it's pretty closed in now when you're walking the trail. You have no idea what's on the other side of the bush. Well, that'll be it for today. We're just about back to where we started from. Just going to go back through the tunnel and pick up the car. Thanks to Daryl for coming along. He pointed out a few things I didn't know. So, hey, I learned something. So that's good. So stay safe. Get out. Why not go for a walk in these parks? It'll do you a world of good. All right. Bye for now. Daryl.